Well, hello. This is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. Happy Saturday, and today I'm going to be journaling about my coffee adventures in a place called Montecasino. Well, it's actually just outside of Montecasino. My sister had a voucher for a night spa treat, and she gave it to me, and I kind of forgot about the appointment and then made it sort of last minute. And my husband was kind enough to send me off early so that I could spend some time in my very favorite, art shop called Herbert Evans in Four Ways. And after that, I went through to Montecasino, walked around there, had some Seattle Coffee Company, which is the cup in this picture, and then sat outside of this spa pretty much for an hour just reading and having my lovely dirty chai with a shot of cinnamon syrup. That is my new favorite drink. It used to be a cafe mocha. I kind of like the cinnamon and chai and coffee mixture, so that is my current favorite. So for the page or the layout, what I did is I used some, I think this color is fossilized amber. I will link it down below. It's a distress oxide, and I used a makeup brush. This is a technique I saw from Lindsay Decor, and it just gives a beautiful, very soft blend, not as harsh or quite as harsh as a blending tool. And I quite liked the yellow, which went very well with this paper. Unfortunately, I cannot give you the paper. I'll have to go search for which paper it is. I have a feeling it's a Mintay paper, but I am not 100% sure because I got these already pre-cut, thank you so much, Henri, in a packet at a weekend retreat that we were at recently. I cut the doily, put it there, and the flowers are, like I said, pre-cut. Well, they weren't in the pack, but my friend cut them for me. So very much love that. Some of these papers are from the Mintay range, the Dear Diary range, like this wood grain piece that I'm backing this photo on, and I let that piece that I'm backing it on go over the 2-page spread so that it just gives that continuous type feeling. When you do that, this is a trick I learned from Heba, from my little journal, as well as from Susanna from her channel, because what happens is if you let the paper lie over the 2 pages without cutting it in the middle, it makes that center fold very thick, which, because you're journaling in a thin book, it becomes very difficult to page through the book if the center fold is too thick and bulky. So leaving that little space there makes it much easier to be able to go through it or page through it. I used this little sentiment card, and the little label and that little hexagon is from a Celebrate pack. I used that, as well as I think it's just those 3 ones that are from that Celebrate pack. And I'm, like I said, just layering all kinds of beautiful things here, making sure that my page is sort of balanced in the 2 areas that I'm working on. So that doily repeat kind of pulls your eye from one side to the other page and then back to the doily, finishing it up at the top. I'm again using this S-nib in a brown to journal, but first I wanted to just make sure that I have some sort of a title, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. So writing over this distress oxide. Hello, Grace. I don't know what it is with her. I think she's missing the children, but she's all over my desk, all over my art stuff, all over everything today and every other day for the last week. that the kids haven't been here. So I'm just writing my little story of how I got this gift from my sister. This spa gift, which included 3 treatments. It was lovely, very much needed, and it was, like I said, a night spa voucher, which means that it started at like 6 p.m. and I finished at 10 p.m. and it was lovely, and it was some alone time. I drove through there quite early to miss the traffic, thanks to hubby, and enjoyed my cup of coffee while reading outside of the spa. So I'm putting my title, which would be the same title as what the cup says, which is Seattle's little branding strip, which is the sleeve for this takeaway cup, and it says the way you like it. And definitely they do make the coffee the way I like it. I had to laugh trying to teach my husband the way I like it, which is a skinny grande dirty chai with a shot of cinnamon syrup. It's just divine. Cinnamon is spicy in this drink, so it becomes quite a spicy drink, which especially for winter is lovely, like I said. So using my Creative Retreat Alpha stickers. These are nice little tile stickers, tile alpha stickers, which makes it easy to do a long title. Plus it is just in really pretty colors. Every month we get various different sorts of alpha stickers, and these are the tile alpha ones that came with, I think it's the October kit. I'm not entirely too sure, but I will link it down below. And then I'm using my Creative Retreat inks. These are pigment inks in an archival pigment ink, which means that when it's dry, it doesn't move. It is fixed and waterproof, which is great. And I'm just stamping out my date, which is the 11th of June, the day on which I had this coffee adventure. And just fussy cutting these flowers a little bit more. I wanted to take some of the white space out. There was a white border left on these when they were cut, and I just wanted to take that off for the smaller flower elements that I'm using on top of the little sentiment card there at the top. And it just speaks of my love for coffee, because I really like coffee a whole lot. I also used the little heart tiles from this alpha sticker pack. And then it has this, or my one date pack has this little stitched stamp, which I'm also then using in various places around this page, just to give it a bit of an extra. And I quite liked how that pulled it together and just finished off those white spaces. But I'm still a little bummed by the white space between my date and the flowers. So I'm going to be looking for something to put in there. I use a stamp that says happy, and I'm going to be giving it a few, I use the stamp love there in that white space and happy on top of the date. And I'm going to be doing first and second and third generation stamping with that next stamp that says love. And I quite like that, just giving it some extra. Thanks for joining me. See you again next Saturday for the Great Coffee Chronicles, my memory keeping in a TN. Bye bye.